it's going.
Yes.
Hey guys, how's it going? Bays here, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. So last time we left off doing stuff, talking about Snoo.
Is it bad that we're in sync when it comes to Snoo?
No. Hypocritical stuff, and now we're chain recording so we can end at 7 so you can... Anyways. On that note, how are you faring in your English studies?
How art thou faring?
How art thou faring in your English studies? I remember it was far from your strongest subject back in 1832.
Your accent.
And the few sentences you memorized to speak to my mother aren't likely not to... Whatever.
Your mother, Steve.
Your mother, Steve!
Okay, anyway, come back to us slowly. Damn, right on the mark. You got me. If you don't mind, would you be able to possibly help in that regard? Please?
Oh yes, we'll study the human anatomy.
You flinched for a second like you expected me to punch you.
It would be my pleasure to help you, he sighed, but in exchange, well, I was fucking right. See? So...
She lowers her eyebrows at me, her coquettish nature tentatively coming to the fore.
Oh my god.
No problem at all. You'd probably be better off with some help in your studies, though. She beams a smile at me, one of girlish victory that nearly makes me blush. Get the feeling she's aware of how to use her face to twist my judgment, so I should probably be more on guard. Here and now, though, a study group seems like an expedient way for both of us to shore up on our more lacking skills. The school bell rings out, reminding us that the time isn't going to stand still. Huh. Lunchtime's over already. Sure is easy to lose track of time here.
This room's so far from the other clubs and activities, not much sound can reach us. That's probably most of the reason. Well then, if the sound can't reach you from all those clubs, I wonder if the sound can reach them?
Really? Really? Fucking really?
Well, of course. Yep.
A place far from all the others, alone with just one person whom she loves. As Lily stands and collects her bag and cane, my thoughts are cast back to the time we spent in Hokkaido.
Before I go, Akira and I are having a homecoming party in your room tomorrow. Will you be able to come?
Yeah, we just need to censor it.
There'll be wine! Okay.
And back again. My schedule was free, so I should be able to make enough room in my study time to make it. Fuck, I'm just I don't care. We skip over it anyway.
Good to hear, Hiso.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're back from Scotland. Once exams are over, we should have more time to ourselves.
Holidays start soon after, too.
We can start the holidays with Tanabata then, just as we promised at the school festival. She brings her hand to her cheek and laughs slightly nervously, recalling the event as I suddenly thank myself for managing to remember. It seems odd to see her react in such a way, though. It's not like I never saw her embarrassed before. What?
You said autry. It's like you, put the words together. It's supposed to be odd to see. You said autry.
Odd to see. Fuck it, whatever.
I better be going. Farewell, Lisa.
Bye. Whether it's just out of
You
habit...
can't even be like, goodbye, my love. I love you with the deepest, darkest pits of my heart. No, it's just bye.
The deepest, darkest piss of my very wounded heart. Yes.
I will give to you what little heart I have left, and then I'll probably die.
And bring me a shrubbery. That's what you sounded like.
And bring me a shrubbery.
Why a shrubbery? Okay, anyway. Fuck. Whether it's out of normal habit or just a stubborn desire for one small fragment of normality, I hold up my hand in farewell just as I always do. At least I'm consciously aware that I'm doing it now. I think I'm beginning to see a bigger picture than I ever have before, not only with Lily, but also my life ahead.
Marriage. Children.
Snoo. Lots of snoo. The chains of my past are finally breaking.
They're gonna have big twin kids. I guarantee it.
No, what's that of twins? One's blind, one has arrhythmia.
No, and then they have the third child, which has both. and then the one that has both also becomes a burn victim.
What the fuck?
Continue.
Walking up the now slightly more familiar corridor of the girls' dormitories, I could hear a faint sound of laughter coming from up ahead. It doesn't take long to identify the source as Lily's room. Through a deep timbre of a female voice.
Oh, the deep
timbre of the female voice unmistakably belongs not to her, but to her sister.
Ha ha ha!
Ready? Okay. I rub my knuckles on the door with the usual 3 light taps. My hand barely retreating as the door swings open.
Hey, Isao.
Hello. Hey. Hello, Lily. Hanako. Looks in the room. Hanako.
That'd be funny if
What?
Lily was facing the other direction.
Like, hi, Isao. Really, that's the wall. Oh.
Isao, you're feeling very smooth today.
She has good hearing though, like excellent, dumbass.
Yes, but if you were to talk, then it would fucking ricochet off the wall.
Don't you think she already knows that?
No.
Hanako looks up to fuck this word.
Tentatively.
Tentatively. Her hand buried in her oversized pink nightgown. From her side, Lily always turns sideways towards the direction of my voice and smiles. It'd be a flagrant lie to say I dislike the sight of her in those pajamas. Ketchup could have given me a sidelong look with a knowing grin, to which I reply with a sharp glare. She takes the hint, shrugs, and walks back to the low table in the center of the room. As I go to join her, Lily gives a nod of greeting and starts pouring me a cup of tea. Nice to see you again, Hanako. You've been getting around recently. Lily wears a look of concentration as the light brown liquid, carefully measured by her finger as always, flows from the teapot into the cup.
It seems Hanako has taken up helping one of the people in your class with the newspaper. Naomi, I think. Naomi.
What's Naomi's last name? Of course,
Naomi.
Naomi. I would say Mochita just for the sake that those two probably get married.
Probably, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll remember it eventually. Hanako gives an affirmative nod. Even after spending about 2 months in the class, I still have trouble remembering the names of those students I rarely talk with. Unfortunately, no one can forget Nisha.
Of course, she's probably the only one there in that fucking school with bubblegum pink hair.
And the loud-ass voice. It takes me a few mental contortions to connect the name with a face, but I eventually remember the girl that sits beside Hanako at the back of the class. Naomi a fairly average-looking girl, except with her bleached blonde hair. Given her upbeat and straightforward personality,
Naomi.
Well, technically, Psychomix. Meowmix may have seen an opening to poach Hanako for her club when she inquired. Shouldn't that be an I?
No, wait.
Yeah, shouldn't that be an I?
I think there's 2 different ways to spell it. There's 2 different spellings.
Inquired about joining one.
Hold
Either way, it's nice to see Hanako broadening her horizons. Remy, you're not in the picture. Either way, it's nice to see Hanako broadening her horizons. When I first met her, the idea of her joining a club with anyone but Lily would have seemed utterly laughable. That'd explain how busy you've been. Enjoying it?
Wait, what was the word again? Inquire.
Yeah. Is that an actual word?
Yep. Another term for inquire.
So this is the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well then, read, Bacon.
It's really interesting.
As always, Hanako's far from being talkative. Some things never change. Seems that Hanako's personality is one of them. She'll always likely to be the one shy away from being overly social.
Until she becomes anxious.
Warned by the sound of crockery against the table as Lily gently places my drink in front of me, I thank her and take a long sip. Hanako and Lily are attending to their own, and Akira is quaffing a mug of some strong-smelling black coffee.
You're a lucky bastard, Isao.
Huh? Grimacing at her teasing smile, still visible around the edges of the mug pressed to her lips.
Seeing my sister in her pajamas. There's a lot of men out there who'd like to be where you are.
I've seen a lot more than that of her, not that I did it.
Akira! Akira Toriyama! Hey, I'm just teasing.
She leans over to me as much as she can, whispering with a sly grin written on her face. She looks so fucking pissed! Like, you lucky motherfucker. Hey, what's her idea? We both look over to her, her face turned to the ground as in her hands fidgeting in the lap of her nightgown.
Bitsy Sao, I don't know.
Okay. And this could be bad. I know Hanako's altogether too innocent to bother reading too much into such a thing, but the expression Akira directs at me is positively stormy. Okay.
Oh god. Akira, please.
Just look at this. This mess. It seems Lily can sense Akira's sudden change in aura just as well as I, even without seeing it for herself. Akira slowly looks away from me like an attack dog leashed by its owner in the nick of time. I breathe a sigh of relief. Can't think of a more appropriate time to try and change topics than around now. If you don't mind me asking, Akira, what do you do for a living? I've never seen you around in that out of that suit.
Thinking about what you do to wait. Thinking about what to do with yourself after school's over. I'm a lawyer. What? For the most part, I work in the legal department of the Japanese branch of our family's company.
Just imagine, like, Akira saying, I'm a lawyer. Wait, man. Shit! I didn't know this! I've been 10 people to prison!
The most boring possible answer, I suppose. Well, that's a pretty dry topic to most people.
Kinda.
Oi! You're not supposed to read.
Lily gives it a amused giggle while holding her teacup and saucer, Hanako quickly joining her. This friendly atmosphere between everyone is something I'd miss while Lily and Akira were on the trip. While the dealings I had with Hanako didn't help, I think just not having Lily around changed the mood.
It's nice to be back. I miss TV Sao. And you too.
Same goes for both of us. I'm guessing your classmates are happy to see you back?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Who's busy drinking whiskey?
Yep, on the roof.
Akira's a amused snort, so she's well aware of Lily's attitude towards such figures of speech. I imagine she'd have to be, given how long they've been together.
Did you have fun in Scotland?
For a moment, I wonder why she's asking. It has been quite a while since I came back, but I remember everything that happened. We simply not had the time to look back with the exams on our Hokkaido trip. Lily's face goes distant for a moment. The fact that Lily's first reaction is to look over to her sister doesn't escape me. Nonetheless, she quickly collects herself.
It was nice. We hadn't met our family in such a long time, so it was a wonderful reunion.
That's something you're not telling us.
Yeah, I guess that's right. The house being beachside was the best part, though.
Some years Hanako were far less realistic than most two. You notice the graphical difference?
Yeah, like the hair.
Yeah. Anyway, from her dismissive tone, I get the feeling Akira doesn't like their family as much as Lily does.
And I don't know, like everything else kind of seems more rounded. Like there's a
yeah, I know. I was noticing
hair.
that. Like, oh god,
it's throwing me off. And like everything else is like nice and rounded, and she's just like.
I can't believe I just happened to notice that.
You only like that because you finally had time. Just because I'm the better swimmer. I'm blind!
Bitch, I be blind!
Take after the athletics side of the family. Well, you can take heart in the fact that you got the height genes at least.
And the bus genes. Oh, hey, it's Adam!
Wait, who is that?
Adam.
Does he? What?
Do you? Not that I know of. What is going on?
What the fuck?
I can screen share it. Well, after that...
That's not really the right kind of thing to say around others.
Though Lily pretends to scold Akira, she does so with an unmistakably slightly cheeky grin on her face. I doubt Akira really minds that, judging from her nonchalant expression. While I don't either, Hanako's looking down and blushing furiously beside me. The sisters' antics aside, their parents do really live a bourgeoisie lifestyle. It seems utterly divorced from the life that Lily and Akira have lived until now. I suppose practicality must have made the decision for them. They have come from such a wealthy and well-connected lineage only adds to the almost noble air Lily seems to have. Though it's a small wonder none of it seems to have rubbed off into Akira. They really they are as little alike as siblings could be. Their only similarity seems to be their shared confidence, which can both be endearing and a headache at times. Yeah. Most of the night continues much the same, with Hanako eventually leaving the Sato sisters and me to ourselves as she heads back to her own dorm for a rest.
Oh no.
You do that, I'll be getting back to my fun. For a while, the only barely audible sound from Lily's teacup and saucer can occasionally be heard as she slowly drinks. The silence is strained as Lily and I wait for the infant in the room to be addressed.
So...
Lily dutifully puts her cup down, giving her sister undivided attention. With Lily and me on one side of the low table and Akira to the other, it almost feels like a judge passing down a verdict.
I hear that you two are going out now.
I glance sideways at Lily to confirm her as the source of Akira's knowledge. She gives a gentle nod to Akira, which I mirror in affirmation. Deciding that this is the proper time and place to do so, and Akira being the closest figure to a parent Lily's had for most of her life, I bowed deeply with my hands on the floor before me and my head barely nearly the same. I'll take good care of your sister, Akira, I promise you.
See? He's a lovely He's a lovely young gentleman!
And your English, usually. Of course, so does mine.
Mine's better than yours.
She must have heard my voice coming from a lower position than usual. I slowly bring myself back up, my eyes tentatively looking to Akira from under my brow.
Exactly.
To tell the truth, I very much doubt my suited judge will raise any objections. She's very definitely the type to make her disapproval with others well known, something that lends to a measure of respect in my eyes.
The old-fashioned kind, huh? Well, he's the kind of person I guess you'd go for. I don't have a problem with it, and I wish you two the best. Even if you don't like it, I couldn't really do anything anyway.
I offer a nod of appreciation to her as Lily gives a small sigh of relief. Likely more out of duty than the actual belief Akira might have had any problems with us being together.
I do wonder, though, how's the rest of the family taking, particularly the part residing in Yamaku? Have you told her?
Look at her fucking face. Akira has like some of the best facial expressions. Smiles turn to grimaces as Akira grins downright evilly. Those closest know how to twist the knife best, after all.
Putting up with it may be the best term for the situation. Don't you agree, Hisan?
Yeah, that sounds about right. At least she's being reasonable about it.
Good to hear. That girl can be a handful at the best of times. We sent a few messages back and forth during and just after the trip, and she was already busting my chops for saying my boyfriend really came back. After leaving Hideki...
Well, Hideki!
For so long. She really does care for the little guy. Oh no, okay, yeah. She really does care for the little guy. There we go. I was confused.
Cast my mind back to Shizune's odd reaction after telling her about our relationship, but decided not to bring it up. It's no doubt simply born of their mutual antipathy. And Akira's comments only bring that back up.
And we're gonna end it there.
We should just record again. It's not like I'm going to be leaving for a while. I want to get up to the part where we skip it.
Are you leaving at some rate?
I'm leaving eventually.
Anyways.
I'm going to video. Outro.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And also feel free to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. It would help us out a lot to get noticed. Anything to say, Donovan?
It's gotten dark out. We're laggy.
Fuck!
Well, good to know.